Hello, my lovelies. So, yesterday would have been Saturday. We took a little day trip. We decided we need to get out of the house. We're going to go try and peep some trees, go see the fall leaves changing color. However, we decided we were going to take a really long road trip yesterday. So, we went through the majority of the western side of Colorado. So, we went through a lot of the mountain towns, the ski resorts. We didn't stop in a lot of them, we just drove through them. So I'm going to attach the map of where we kind of traveled to so you can see that we were traveling quite a bit yesterday. It was fun. My boyfriend purchased a new to him vehicle the other day, and so we definitely just wanted to kind of get out and about and go do some things. So enjoy the scenery. So I'm going to attach some sound to this. I'm going to do a little bit of a voiceover for you guys, and the rest of it is just going to be beautiful scenery. So I hope you enjoy. All right, so our trip started in Colorado Springs and we took Highway 24 up through the mountains. We went through several of the national forests and went all the way through the ski towns, all the way up through things like Silverthorne, Dillon, Leadville. I had never been to Leadville before. Let's see, we went all the way across I-70 through the rest of the ski resort towns, passed through places like Evergreen, Golden, and then we passed through kind of the edge of Denver, all the way through back down to where we live in Colorado Springs. So a lot of the towns that we went through, beautiful places like Buena Vista. We did stop and have dinner there at a really pretty little park, a little hole in the wall place. We stopped and got a hot dog and hamburger, sat in the park. It was starting to get really chilly. We had a little bit of weather, a little bit of rain and things like that as we progressed through our path through the deep heart of the mountains. Unfortunately, by the time we got all the way up to Leadville, it was dark, and so I couldn't get any footage of us being kind of encompassed in the mountains where it's completely dark out there. There's no lights, there's no street lights, there's no real houses in the deepest part of the mountains. So that was kind of interesting, but all in all, a really beautiful trip. So this is part of Garden of the Gods, and so Garden of the Gods is one of the local places to us over here. So there's a spot called Kissing Camels where it looks like two camels are kissing in the top of the rocks. We kind of wiggled through there. We went past Manitou Springs, and that's where we started our trek up into the high country or into the mountains up in Colorado. So this next spot is going through Woodland Park into places like HARTZEL and all the way up until we reached Buena Vista. So these are some really pretty scenery that we saw. I think I captured some cows out in the middle of the field. I was trying to capture some of the orange and the gold and the reds. Unfortunately, the route that we took had the least amount of leaves that were changing, aspens and maples, tons and tons of evergreens and pine trees, but still absolutely beautiful scenery nonetheless. So now we're starting to reach Buena Vista. Again, we stopped at a little local place, really cute little hole in the wall. They serve ice cream and just, hot dogs and hamburgers. And I guess it's been there since the 1950s. That town feels kind of almost like you've stepped back in time, so it really feels like it has stood still. It's been there a long time. Apparently, it's only open seasonally for the summer, so they said they were getting ready to close for the season in about a week or two at the end of November. And they were very busy. They had a lot of locals coming in to get little snacks and things like that. There was a really pretty park that sat right behind it, so we sat there at a picnic bench to eat our dinner, and then we decided we were going to continue on. I had never been to Leadville, and so we went through there last night for the first time for me. Really quiet little town. It was about 7 o'clock on a Saturday evening, zero traffic. So I hope you enjoy a little sightseeing with us as we traveled through the mountains yesterday in Colorado. Have a wonderful weekend.